This step-by-step guide will help you get your home spring clean from top to bottom. Whether you're a newbie or a total pro, this complete guide has everything you need to spring clean your home. Let's get started. First, start with a cleaning plan. Begin with a visual of how you want your home to end up at, and then create a plan on how exactly you're going to get it there. Divide your home into zones if it helps you, but just be sure that you have a plan. Spring cleaning can be a big project, so with a plan, it can not only help to keep you on an organized timeline, but help to reduce overwhelm as well, because you know exactly what you're going to be doing and when. So before you start anything, be sure you map out a plan. So before you start cleaning anything, be sure to map out a plan. After you have a plan, be sure to prepare. Gather all your items that you need to be cleaning a specific area. If you have a cleaning caddy to keep it all in, that's great. But if you don't stress yourself out. A simple box will do. Be sure to have all of your items that you need to clean a specific room. In addition to that, any garbage bags or boxes that you may need for throwaway or donation. If you have some baskets, you can use this to corral the items that you do want to keep so they are not spread out everywhere as you begin to spring clean. Okay, so now you're ready to clean. Be sure you begin with the big stuff before you get into the nitty-gritty of deep cleaning. The larger items done will help you feel so much motivated because you will already have these done, and then you can move on to the smaller task, whether this means moving furniture and vacuuming under it or rearranging your whole entire room if that's your plan. Be sure that you do this first before you get into the little bit of work. That way, if you do have to stop, you're not left with an upside down couch or piles and piles of clutter on your bed to deal with at bedtime. Next, be sure to start from top to bottom. You don't want to mop the floor only to have dust from the ceiling fan settle about. Be sure you're starting from top to bottom and from inwards to outwards. That way you don't have to re-clean something that you have already cleaned because the dust or dirt has migrated into the very next room. When you clean inwards to out, it will also give you a sense of relief as you know the innermost part of your home is already done and dealt with. So the closer you get to the entrance, the less you have left to do, and that in and of itself is motivating. Also from top to bottom so that you do not spread dirt, dust, or debris on your hard work. If you begin mopping first, not only can you not walk on it for a little bit, but also later when you go to dust the ceiling, you will find that dust has migrated onto the floor, thus causing you to have to clean the floor again. But when you start from top to bottom, this reduces this risk to zero. So be sure to start from inside to out and top to bottom to be sure you're working smarter and not harder, as well as getting the most done with the least amount of effort for your spring cleaning duties. As you're going along, be sure to declutter and donate. Keep your eye out for any duplicates of things or broken items or things that you no longer need. If you're in a season of life where your baby no longer wears bibs, for example, be sure to donate those as another family might desperately need them. If you have old hobbies that you're no longer doing, get rid of those items. Other people can put it to good use, and if you do ever resume that hobby again, you can always go down to the donation store and get the same or similar items for yourself. So be sure that you do have space in your home for the things you actually love and use. Don't keep the space just because you think it's a waste of money, because keeping the item there is not going to get you your money back. But what it will do is cause stress and guilt for not using the item anyway. So if you donate it, that way someone else can use it instead of it just sitting there not doing anything. Give the item a purpose. Either use it again or donate it. I immediately recommend donating it because if you haven't used it in the past 3 to 6 months, chances are you're not going to start now. If you're convinced 100% that you will use it, mark it on the calendar, give yourself 30 more days and no more. Once the 30-day pass, if you still haven't used those items, please donate it to somebody who is in the season of life that will use those items. You can really help somebody out, and not to mention, your home won't be stuffed to the brim and you won't have to be looking at the item feeling guilty all of the time. Not to mention, as I always say, the more stuff we have, the more we have to manage, and the less time we have for ourselves and our loved ones. So be sure to get rid of anything that you can, and you will feel so much lighter and your home will look so much better. Next, use natural cleaners. If you have pets and children especially, just be sure that you're using things that are appropriate for your surfaces. If you have granite or delicate stones, be sure that the things that you are using are okay to use now. They can clean just as well as those commercial cleaners, but they're more natural, less toxic, and can save you a lot more money. Not to mention, more than likely, you already have these items inside your home. So if you do have the time to try a Pinterest recipe or two, be sure to do so. But if you don't have time to make those items right now, I completely understand. As a mom of 2 littles, so if you can, try to budget a little bit so that you can get a less toxic item to clean with, and it'll be safer for not only your family but the environment as well. Are you liking this video so far? If you are, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss a single video like this. Also, share this video with your loved ones so that they too may have these tips on how to spring clean. Next, make it fun. If it's fun, it'll surely get done. Be sure to play some fun music, a podcast, this YouTube channel if you want. Anything that is fun for you, play it as you're spring cleaning. It will make the time go much faster, and you will get a whole lot done without even noticing how much time has passed. This is a surefire way to get your home spring clean in what feels like no time, because as you have fun and upbeat music playing, you will move a lot faster and get more done in less time. Next, stay hydrated. Spring cleaning is a big task, so be sure you have some refreshing water around in order to stay hydrated. Be sure you're taking little sips though instead of gulps, as you don't want to constantly interrupt yourself to go to the restroom. Be sure that you are staying hydrated though, so that you're not only more comfortable but you're also more energized and focused as you spring clean your home. Next, be sure to take breaks. As I said, spring cleaning is a huge undertaking, so be sure to take some breaks in between. You do not want to get overwhelmed and be unable to finish the task or get burnt out as you do complete the task. These breaks are super important. They will help you to be more productive in the long run. When you're done your spring cleaning task, be sure to reward yourself. Whether it's every time you finish a room, a task, or even your whole entire home, be sure to set up different rewards for the different parts of the process. That way, you will motivate your brain to keep on working and know that there is something rewarding about doing this. Yes, seeing the finished result is rewarding, but if that takes too long, you are going to want little rewards to keep yourself motivated. So take the time to do something you enjoy every time you finish a part of your spring cleaning project. And once again, spring cleaning is a big and cumbersome task. If you want to make sure that you don't have to spring clean your home ever again, but it is always tidy and clean, have you heard of the Fly Lady system? If you use this system, you won't ever have to spring clean your home ever again, but it will always be tidy, organized, clean, and decluttered. Check out this video right here to know exactly how to get started, and I'll meet you there right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.